Good morning, this is Dave here from davestravelpages.com and this is day 20 of my bike tour around Greece. Today and tomorrow I'm going to be heading back to Athens. The plan today is to cycle about 100 kilometres through to Thebes, and then the day after will be to cycle from Thebes to Athens. All should go smoothly except for one small problem. A weather front has moved in and the daytime temperatures of 30 degrees have now suddenly dropped to 10 degrees. Combined with that are some strong winds and some rain predicted. So it's out with some warm clothes and some rain gear. I'm going to have some breakfast, lots of warm coffee, and then hit the road. Here we go. So I'm leaving Delphi now, and as you can see, the weather is not great. The temperature's about 8 or 9 degrees, and I think I've got rain for the first 2 or 3 hours. So I've got full waterproofs at the minute. Also, the first section is 10 kilometres all uphill. That's 500 metres of total ascent. So the first hour is probably not going to be very pleasant, and there's probably not going to be a lot to show you guys in the video. Still, we'll see what happens, as always. Cycling past the archaeological site of Delphi now. You can't really see anything from the road. The only way you can really pick it out is just by looking for people's rain jackets in this weather. They're following a path to my left hand side. The uphill begins to Arachova, and Arachova is even higher than Delphi, so I'm going to expect it's going to be a bit colder. Going uphill is not an issue, but going downhill I think my hands are going to feel it. I'm wearing full waterproofs at the moment. Again, it's kind of a mixed blessing, I think, wearing full waterproofs with this sort of terrain. 500 metres of ascent over 10 kilometres. Going to end up sweating quite a lot, and no matter how breathable waterproofs are, they're never really 100%. To be honest, right now it's not as bad as it could be. The previous 2 nights, winds have been very, very strong. I would say between 50 and 60 kilometres an hour. I'm coming in sudden gusts in all directions. Today, so far, the wind is very low. And I think it's only raining because I'm partially cycling through a cloud at some degree. But the rain and the clouds seem to be concentrated in the valley to the right of me. Once I reach Arachova, I'll probably aim for a warm coffee in a bakery, get a cheese pie, warm up, and then it's a very long descent down onto a plain, and then straight cycling to Thebes. Pretty good time to Arachova. You can see it in front of me now, although the road's going to switch back. The rain's actually stopped. It's probably a bit chilly because I've built up a fine layer of sweat inside my waterproofs. I'm not really feeling it at the minute. Made it to Arachova for 10 o'clock, and because it's at a reasonably high point, there's all sorts of crosswinds going on. So until I get to the other side, I won't know which way the wind's going to be blowing properly. Nice cheese pie, but now I'm cycling into some rain and strong wind. I don't think there's any point in trying to wait it out because I'm at a high point. I think the best thing I can do is just get through it, start going downhill, and hope it passes over, and if not, find a temporary shelter. But I think whatever happens, I've just got to get over this crest with the stronger winds and the rain. So here we go. I'm just a few kilometres outside of Arachova, probably no more than 2 actually, and I found a little bus shelter.
So I'm going to stay here because I don't know if you can pick up on here, it's never the same on the camera, but the wind is blowing in all directions right now, and it's actually quite strong. It feels unsteady on the bike, so I'm just going to take 10 minutes out, rest my feet, hopefully the wind will die down a bit and then I can carry on. So I guess the question is how long to wait here. The wind is coming in all directions right now, so it's not as if I can even say it's a headwind or a tailwind or anything like that. And it's because it's swirling, you never know where to lean on the bike. So even going downhill, and most of the journey today is going to be going downhill, I'm having to keep my hands on the brake and go no more than 10 kilometers an hour. I think I'm just going to give it 5 or 10 minutes and then carry on, because if it's not going to change, I need to get down off of the mountain whatever happens, and hopefully it will be a little bit calmer down below, but there is no way to tell. All the fun of cycling in the wind and the rain. So then I've had to cut the day short. There's just no way that I could cycle in that weather. There's constant gusts of 30 kilometers an hour blowing in all directions, as well as a driving wind. Temperatures around 9 degrees. Obviously it feels a lot colder than that. Even going downhill, I'm actually pedaling harder than I would be going uphill. So it was just nonsense really. The restaurant I stopped over for just for a warm cup of coffee happened to do rooms. Awesome. Which is where I am now. And you can check out the lovely pink decor behind. €30 a night. So I think I'm in here for at least tonight. I'm going to check the weather tomorrow morning. If it's possible, then I want to get to Thebes, because it's better to be stuck in Thebes with bad weather because it's got facilities than literally in the middle of nowhere, which is where I am now. But if it's too bad to cycle, I'll just take one more night out here. Now the reason the weather's bad is that a bad weather system has moved in. A cyclone is off the coast of Greece, very unusual. And this is kind of the outskirts of the epicentre, for want of a better word. So the weather's going to be bad for a few days. Not a lot you can do about it really. Sometimes you just have to make a judgment call, and you can either push through or you call it a day. I was cold, I was shivering. This was an opportunity just to cut it short, so that's what I've done. If there was a way to carry on, then I would have done, but I don't think it was necessarily safe cycling on the road because the wind was literally pushing me off my bike at places. So there we go, that's all that I can say really. So daily spend so far has been €22.50. That includes the accommodation for last night and a coffee, and another €30, which is for this room here, so that comes to €52.50. There will be some more spend because I'm going to get some lunch and some dinner here as well, but I'll add all that on to the score for tomorrow. That is going to be pretty much it for this vlog then. So I think the daily lesson is just to know when you should cut it short. You know, make a judgment call. Don't think you've got to be a hero. Your safety comes first, and your comfort comes first. Take advantage of opportunities when they're there, which is what I've done. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short but sweet video. Thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers for now.